Be so fucking for real right now.
That's fucking wild, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Welcome into Truly Chaotic. This is episode 50. How y'all doing? How's it going?
Good. This is a big one. The 5-0.
Yeah, the 50 cent, this cinquente.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something different there.
What was I going to say?
I don't know. The way you started saying that, it was a little concerning.
Oh, my bad. Well, I was going to say something offensive. Is that what you're saying?
Nothing. Never mind. Never mind.
Was I going to be canceled?
Maybe if you stopped like halfway through that. Oh, great. Anyways, welcome to episode 50.
How y'all doing?
How's everyone doing?
I'm doing well. Don't all answer at once, hey guys. Fuck.
I said, how's everyone doing?
I'm doing great. It's Monday, by the way. So to feel great on a Monday is a good thing.
Yeah, my bad. We're recording on a Monday. We skipped last week. I was having a rough go. Couldn't get my shit together, so that's on me. But we're here. And then Wednesday, Kelsey, you are going to be going to a concert.
I am. I will not be here. So y'all can decide if you want to do a little episode without me, but I know it might be boring without me. So
True. And if Kelsey's not here, I'm not showing up.
So maybe it'll be the first boys only pod.
Maybe.
We'll see how many viewers y'all get.
There's plenty of
we'll get a lot of good feedback on it being very structured, very fluid.
Oh my god,
Boring.
I fucking cannot with you.
Maybe
that was a subtle jab to me.
We'll get a couple guests. Curious yourself for
I was just like, Kira, hello. So yeah, everything's good. I'm going to see a concert on Wednesday. Demi Lovato. I'm very excited about it.
Yep.
It's been a week full of music though, because it was Coachella. It was Coachella weekend 2 this past weekend, and then weekend 1 the week before. So that's been literally
like a multiple
my entire
weekend thing.
Yeah, there's 2 weekends. It usually is weekend 1 and weekend 2. It's the same headliners, I think. I don't know if they mix up like the smaller bands on the days, but that's been my whole For You page right now. I've been like living in it. They've been calling it like Couchchella because like I'm watching it they've been live streaming most of it. So but
is this the first time they live stream it, or do they always live stream it?
That's a good question. I don't remember them doing it last year. If they did, it was definitely not as popular on the live stream as it was this year. I feel like a lot more people watched it because it was Justin Bieber headlining. And so I feel like they were saying that he broke records and stuff. So I guess they probably have live streamed it in the past, but I did not watch the live stream last year. I watched it this year for Justin. But
did everyone know that he was going to be there, or it was like a surprise?
Oh. Yeah, he was the headliner.
Yeah, he was marketed as a headliner. So there's essentially 3 headliners each weekend. They're the same usually, but on Friday it was Sabrina Carpenter headlining, and then Saturday was Justin Bieber, and then Sunday was Karol G, who I think is she's like a Colombian artist. Yeah, I don't know if she's Colombian. Yeah, but yeah, so 3 big names this year. So it was like, I think they like broke records on how many ticket sales. I mean, they make so much fucking money on that shit. It's insane. Like you could pay 11 grand for like a tent outside.
Yeah, I've been seeing 2 things, like 2 sides of it. People are calling it like the poor side of Coachella and then like the rich side. And I've been getting both like on my FYP.
Yeah, but it's so funny
what people pay for.
Yeah, but even like the quote unquote poor side costs like an absurd amount of money.
And
like
you're like, it's awful. I've seen it. It's horrible.
So like, is this just to get into the ticket?
So, no, the ticket, it's like they have different tiers. So like the ticket itself I think is close to 700 for like a 3. I think it's a 600 for a 3-day pass, 600 or 700 for a 3-day pass. I hope it's not that per day. But there's also different like levels of tickets you can buy. So you can get like an artist pass where you're in like the VIP area, or like you get a general admission pass. Like there's a ton of different ways to do it. But that's just the ticket itself. And then you either have to pay for like you have to pay for like a camping spot, which is like you literally driving your car in and parking and setting up a tent, essentially. That's the cheapest tier, I'm pretty sure. And I've seen a lot of that on my For You page, which I
Yeah.
think is cute. Like, it's cute in theory. Like, I personally would never want to do it, but like, they set up their camps really cute and like all of that stuff. But like, they're living in the trenches down there. Like,
Yeah.
they have like, because it's like a mile walk to the bathroom. So they have like little like porta potties set up and like portable showers set up and like everything by their camp. Yeah, look at Tony's face.
I just chat GPT the prices. So here's the official breakdown of prices. So for general admission, weekend one, $649. That's a 3-day pass.
I mean,
Weekend
that's
two,
not bad.
that's general admission. That's pretty intense.
Mm.
Weekend two is $549.
Which is crazy because weekend 2 is better, arguably, but we'll get to that in a second.
If you want general admission and a shuttle to and from the festival, from wherever the pickup spot is, $779 for weekend one, $679 for weekend two. VIP weekend one is $12.99. Weekend two, $11.99.
But like for an entire weekend of
Wait,
performances, like
12,
I don't think it's that bad.
12.
$1,299.
Oh, see, that's not bad at all, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's not crazy. Although
I
like
paid almost that for front row at Morgan Wallen. So.
yeah, I feel like the issue is like where you're staying at and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's horrible. Like I seen one girl, she was like in her tent and like there was a windstorm or like I don't know,
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
insane because you're in the
Yeah.
desert. You know what I mean?
Right, it's in the middle of a desert. There are
That's
also
crazy.
like there's also like bougie tents that you can rent that like are already set up by Coachella. They are like furnished with a bed, but they're like essentially still out. You're sleeping outside still, but they have their own private like bathroom area and shower area away from general admission. But those are quite literally 10 grand, 11 grand to have for 3 days.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
there's
See,
2 beds in them.
I will never pay more than like $300-$400 for a ticket to go see someone
So,
live.
well, I feel like are we just like maybe those people just have money and you know what I mean, can justify that like
I don't even
spending
think if I had the
15
money to
grand
do
in
that,
a
I wouldn't
weekend.
do it.
You wouldn't do it for 3 days of artists though, because there's a ton of
No.
people there.
For me,
Really?
like, yeah, bro, I'm not paying that much money. Like, I'm not paying fucking $1,000 to go watch when I could literally now, with the way that the world is with streaming, I'll just watch it at home and
It's
save
not the
myself.
same
It isn't the
though.
same. It
Very
isn't the same.
different.
But my pockets are still fucking nice. I'm not
I
spending.
guess
like
it's
I
like
can
the
Yeah.
value.
if I pay another $500 for 7 days, I'm fucking sitting my ass on a fucking beach. You know what I mean? Like that's where
Yeah.
I'd rather do that. But
That's true, but, like, for the experience okay, so there's one way of doing it, which is, like, that way, like, the quote, unquote, "poor way," which still is very pricey,
Yeah.
but there's also this new age of, like and I feel like this never used to be a thing because social media has obviously gotten big and influencers and influencer culture and all that, so now brands, like all of these brands will pay for these influencers to go for free. And like they pay for lodging, they pay for the artist
Yeah.
pass, they pay for like all of that. And I'm like, in my head, that's the only way I would probably want to go is if I was like going for free, like with the brand. Um, but like they'll like think of a brand like Marshalls was like bringing these 2 girls that posted about it for weekend 2, like Duncan, Lola Blankets had a whole house
So
of influencers.
what does the company get in return?
So it's all about like
Promo.
posting, right? So like if you go
I
if you
know,
go
but
with
like
the
let's say
brand,
but like Marshalls sends people to Coachella, like
It's free marketing essentially. So it's
right.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's product placement, right? So let's say if that influencer goes live, right? They'll plug
Marshalls,
Yeah.
the
whatever.
Marshalls. They'll have something on. If Monster, let's say Monster sends influencer, let's say like whatchamacallit, Logan Paul, right? Let's say if he was to go, right? His beverage, what's his beverage company?
I don't know.
His.
I don't even know who that
Famous
is.
But I
artist.
know Alex Earls is, or Alex Cooper's is like, not Alex Earl, there's a whole drama on that. Alex Cooper's is like unwell. So I think she sent like a bunch of people with the unwell drinks. Like, so they like went and like, they essentially like rent out a whole Airbnb or a whole mansion house and house all these influencers. And they have all these like little activities at the house, like all the products that they give
Prime.
these influencers there. And they're there to like post about it.
Right. So in the Twitch chat, it's Prime, the Prime water
Oh,
or the beverage.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
huge, right? So you'll see that they'll put like they'll have it on them. They'll have a chain that says Prime on it. It's product placement. Essentially, it is free marketing, free advertising, not through Coachella, right? If you try to buy, let's say, advertising space with Coachella, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. So what do? They say, you know what? We're going to pay this influencer, just this influencer, to go and spend the weekend just plug in our brand, and they make the money that they spend on that influencer, they make it back tenfold because people,
Yeah,
it
that
just it
makes
stays in their mind.
sense.
It worked on me. I bought a Lola blanket after Coachella because I saw all these influencers posting about it and they looked so nice. I was like, I'm buying one. And they're so expensive, but regardless, but it works. Like people are like posting about all these products and they get all this free merch and stuff when they're there with the brand that they post with it the whole time. So they just pay for it. But there's a line though, because like, okay, so say a brand was going to pay for you guys to go, but the brand was like problematic in terms of like political correctness. Like how there's this whole like drama going on with one of these influencers that went with Starbucks, and there's a whole thing going on with Starbucks right now where like people are kind of boycotting Starbucks. And so he's getting like quote
Why?
unquote canceled for going. It's all about like their views on Palestine, and then there's a whole thing about like union workers and how they treat their workers and all. There's a bunch of stuff about Starbucks right now that they're getting canceled for. But this huge influencer who's very like liberal views went with Starbucks just for a free ticket to Coachella. So he's getting canceled now. So it's like you have to be careful about what you put online and what you're willing to sell out for, I think, in this day and age.
I also think it's
I don't
fucking
know.
ass. Like, there's so many companies and brands and whatever that are probably fucking shitty ass people too, and it's just like people just pick and choose what fucking companies they want to fucking cancel someone for. It's just like it's
I
ass.
agree.
It's ass,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
whatever. It is what it is. So you guys are Kelsey. I know you were a big Bieber fan growing up, correct?
I literally still am, but yes, I
No,
was
like I'm
like,
saying more like the
oh,
Bieber
like
fever era.
yeah, posters of him all over my bedroom. Like, oh yeah,
Really? You were one of those?
yeah. I was like okay. What do you mean one of
She was like the number one believer.
those?
Probably.
Every like
Belieber is
I was
crazy.
like watching him on YouTube. Oh, that I was. Call me a believer all you want. I was. And I was very excited to see him performing at Coachella. But there's been some controversies about his performance. I don't know if you guys saw it. Did you see it at all?
No.
I just saw a bunch of people crying, like getting mad emotional
Yeah,
over his performance.
that's what kind of throws me off.
Me.
Like getting emotional and like crying at the concerts and stuff. Like
Why?
I don't
Do you guys not
know.
have like emotions?
So like I'll be honest, I would get emotional at a Hans Zimmer concert. I don't know if you guys know who Hans Zimmer is, but
No,
he's
that's
like
like
a
from like the 60s probably. I don't know who that is.
no,
but-
it's not from the 60s. He's the composer for all the Christopher Nolan movies. He did the
Okay.
soundtrack for Inception, for Batman, The Dark Knight. He does all of those um Christopher Nolan movies. He does a lot of their but when he does the live performances of the big band, it's just you get consumed with like
I feel
emotions
like
over
that's
it.
the same thing though.
I don't know about
There's
Bieber emotion.
hello when you hello when you grow up. First of all, when you grow up with like an artist like that, like he was a kid when he started in the music industry, and like when
Yeah.
you are that big of a fan, when he's like you're growing up with him. And first of all, Bieber of all musicians, he's been through some fucking shit in the music industry. So like to see him like have these ups and downs growing up in the public eye, like he like just was criticized constantly. Like there's been a lot of shit that he's gone through to like finally see him make it on the Coachella stage with like all of his day one fans singing one time with him, like millions of people. Like it brought out emotion in me. I actually was bawling my eyes out at 3 a.m. watching the live stream. So I was one of those people.
I just plug Sprite, by the way, quietly.
It's funny that you got a mini can to make your hands look bigger.
Exactly, that's
crazy.
the point. I mean, it's all about product placement. I mean, these
Facts.
cups.
So why did he have some controversy with, like, what happened? I don't get it.
Well, okay, so when you look at the two headliners, I
Because
didn't see
I
Carol G's.
personally, from what I saw, I loved what he did, and I'll explain
I did
why.
too.
I'll explain
I did
why.
too. But there's controversy because if you saw Sabrina Carpenter's production, like she went all out in terms of like dancers, background dancers, props, stage presence, like all the things. I mean, she was driving around in a freaking like Mustang at the end of her show. Like she went all out in terms of like the production side of a performance. And then Bieber was essentially like on stage with millions of people watching him, Googling, like actually using his laptop with a screen behind him, like Googling his songs on YouTube and singing along with them.
But
And that was it.
you know
Like
why
that
he
was a
did that, right?
performance.
There was a specific reason he did that.
Well, I don't know how much truth there is to that,
No, it's
Phil. I saw that
no,
and
it
I
is
don't know
100%.
like
It is 100% true, because he sold his royalties to, I forgot which company it was. It's like some like random, like owned by I think it's BlackRock or something, owned by BlackRock. And basically, and if he were to actually perform his music, he would have to pay royalties to that company because he sold his entire catalog to that company. So because of that, he essentially played off of YouTube and just sang along. And there's always like, I love the loopholes in the music industry, because a lot of the artists that I follow, a lot of them are like Rage Against the Machine, fuck you, fuck the fucking music industry type shit. So they always try and find loopholes to release music without paying the fucking big names. So I fuck with what he did. I feel like, and it's also a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an intimate
authentic.
concert, authentic, intimate. Like, despite how
Yeah,
many people were there, I fuck with it. And
right.
I never grew up like, I was probably a Bieber hater growing up when he was like younger and whatever, but I just thought his music was very poppy and I didn't like it. And like, I actually
Yeah.
I like his last two albums. I thought his last two albums were like very good, very relatable. And there's just, I just feel like it was just an intimate set, and I feel like you don't need all that fucking production. And it shows all of his
Well,
true fans were there for him, not for
Yeah.
all the production bullshit.
and when you're there for like the person or the actual talent, like you don't need all of that extra production, in my opinion. Although I get where people are coming from the first day, which was Sabrina Carpenter and this huge spectacle, and they're like, I paid all this money and Justin Bieber's like singing along with YouTube, like what's going on? So like I
I
get where some people are
yeah.
coming from.
I do think too, like Sabrina Carpenter is like fairly new. You know what I mean? I feel like they're at different points in their
Yeah,
careers of that. You know what I
very
mean?
true. Yeah, she's trying to still make like that name for herself, whereas
Yeah.
Bieber knows he's got like his
Yeah.
believers like always. So I feel like yeah, that does,
And
play a part.
what was that thing with Billie Eilish?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is why I was hysterically crying at 3 in the morning when I was watching the live stream. So Billie Eilish has historically been like the number one Justin Bieber fan since she was like 12 years old. Like she grew up being like me, crazy believer, like was
Mm-hmm.
in love with him to the point where she was like crazed fan. And then she obviously got into the music industry and like Justin Bieber like found out how much of a fan she was of him and whatever, and they connected on that. And like I feel like he always kind of was like a little protective over her in the music industry. And then I don't you guys aren't going to get the lore because you weren't like believers, but like in his early concerts he would always pick one fan to come up on stage and sing One Less Lonely Girl too. And so it was this big like lore, like being a believer growing up, always wanting to be the one less lonely girl at his concerts.
Yeah.
So when he sang it at Coachella, he brought Billie Eilish up after like all these years, and she was the one less lonely girl. So it was like a full circle moment.
Aw, that's actually really sweet.
It was really sweet. I was bawling.
It's
So
like full circle moment. And I feel
yeah,
like
Yeah.
he's also like, I feel like everything that he went through, he's also probably like trying to like maybe protect her in a sense, like with
yeah,
all the fucking weirdos out there. Like, hopefully
Yeah.
he can bring some artists under his wing and be like, yo, stay away from these fucking weirdos because I've been through some shit.
Yeah.
So now, Kelsey, you said that you were bawling, crying at 3 in the morning when you saw this. What would you say makes a Coachella performance or any 2-3 day festival performance? What makes it memorable?
I think that just the connection like between the artists and the fans. Like I think that's why I liked Bieber's performance so much more. And I'm a Sabrina Carpenter fan. I like her music. I like her like performances. I've watched some of like her shows online and stuff. But I just think like having it stripped down to that performance of having it being like him, his old videos of when he was a kid and his fans that have been there since day one, like that truly is what makes that like a memorable thing to me.
Was the crowd like very into it or no? Because I saw some stuff online that was saying like the crowd wasn't as into it as they should have been, or like as people at home watching it or whatever would have
Well,
been.
I think that argues like there's a lot of this is the influencer Olympics, right? Like all of these influencers get paid to go for free to enjoy like they have all their cute outfits and they have all the things planned and they get everything for free from the brand and they go to these things and they're not actually like there for the people that are headlining
Oh,
in the
yeah,
music.
that makes
You know what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah.
But I do think that he played a lot of his new album Swag, and I think that a lot of people like some of the fans just weren't they don't know that album. Like they went for like old Bieber versus like the Bieber he
New
is
one.
now, like his new one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think that was part of it. But also like I don't know, I just feel like now it's more of a spectacle in terms of like people literally call it the influencer Olympics because
Yeah,
that's
what does
it,
that
like
mean? I saw
everyone's
that everywhere, and I heard you talking about it too. Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
it's become this big thing like I'm not really I've never been to a music festival myself, but I feel like in the past like there was always this like rave culture or festival culture where you want to like have these special outfits and like do all the things and look cute and like but now it's become such a big thing like people influencers were paying like $1,500 per outfit from a stylist to dress them for Coachella so that they can take a cute Instagram photo while they're there.
Honestly, I
Like
feel like I would be in hell there because, like, just imagine I'm just out trying to enjoy whatever, and like I paid for my ticket, and there's hundreds of people fucking doing TikToks and videos and like all this shit. I would lose my mind. I don't think I could do it.
yeah,
But I think it's across multiple events, right? This influencer Olympics, right? It's the actual brand using the influencers for
Of
what they
course.
bring, right? What do they bring?
right.
What do influencers bring? What do influencers bring? They bring their viewers,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
If you look at this weekend, WrestleMania, right? Who were the headliners on Saturday? Logan Paul, I Show Speed.
Speed, yeah.
Millions
Speed
and
is one of the
millions
biggest has the
and
biggest
millions. Yeah,
viewerships in on YouTube.
right. So it's like they use them. The Super Bowl. Who was one of the people, one of the influencers that did a segment during the Super Bowl? One of the biggest influencers of all, Mr. Beast.
Oh, I
He
When?
didn't
had
even
the
see
whole.
that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he got.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't see
got.
that.
Yeah, he was there. Mike Tyson. And they were all there. Like,
That's
but
crazy.
Mr.
Mr. Beast is he reaches to kids and like adults too. He's
Adults.
got a big
Yeah.
reach.
So I think it's more it's smart marketing on behalf of these events because it's basically I'm gonna just pay you. You bring your brand and your
Yeah, but
people.
how
Yeah.
much is too much though for the people that are trying to enjoy the event and you have all of these people trying to make content? You know what I mean? It's like at what point is the event lost its authenticity of being what it is because you have all of these people just trying to do advertising and content and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think it keeps people plugged in like the social media following, right? So it's like, okay, this happened in Coachella this year. I'm going next year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
100%.
I'm going
And
so
you could
go ahead.
No, she's going ahead. She's just
you could
lagging.
sorry, you could see that the increase in oh whoops. You could see it in the am
Not
I
too
still
much.
frozen?
No, you're
No,
Oh
not
good.
no more.
You're
You're
god,
good.
a
good.
That
No
little.
was
more.
just
You're
that was
good.
just
Okay.
amazing.
Oh my god. you can see it in the increase in sales of like Coachella as a whole. Like more people are going. And I don't know if that's so much all because of the brands, because now we're seeing like there was also this side of like the poor side of Coachella that we're seeing on social media now, because now like normal 9 to 5 people who pay for their ticket are going camping and they're documenting their experience. So it's
Yeah.
like I feel like you kind of get both. And not to say that influencers that go and are going for free don't appreciate the music and the artistry of the event also. It's just they're there for like
They're there for the
kind of a
money. They're there to make money and do stupid
So
all that bullshit. Stupid
I
so
don't know
trends
if
let's
and
I
shit.
if I went if a brand wanted to pay for me, like I would 1000% go if everything was free and I would still enjoy the music side of it.
let's talk about that part, right? I don't want to say the poor side, right? I would just say like the
Yeah.
middle
Right,
to
right.
middle to lower middle class part of Coachella. Because
The
if you paying
camping
$600 to
side.
get into a damn concert, you not
No,
poor. I'm sorry.
100%
Um,
no,
But they're
not
also
at
just they
all.
could be just running up their debt. But we're not going to get into financials because
right. But now my
we know
question
what
is, now
happened
think
last
about it,
time.
right? We think about it. Now they have to spend 3 days in the desert. And I don't know why that plus went up. Maybe because I did that. Oh, that thumbs up went up. But think
Yeah.
about the desert, right? Think about you're going there, right? You got these influencers in their luxury, whatever. You got all these VIPs in their luxury, whatever. But now, us common folk, we're in the desert in a tent dealing with those, conditions. What do you think that's like for them?
I feel like I'd be miserable. Like that's the thing. Like I don't think I would ever go unless a brand was paying for me and I was in a luxury house. Like it sounds some of the things I've heard it sounds like I mean, there's windstorms. There's been years where it's been pouring the entire time and everything's a mud bath where you're sleeping. Like I said, the bathrooms are like a mile away. The showers are communal. Like it's like
Also, too, I read that
gross.
they closed the showers at like 8 or 9 p.m. And so like I guess whoever I saw this girl and she was like waiting like 3 hours to take a shower, and then they closed the shower so she couldn't shower, and she had to just go back and did like a bird
Like a
bath.
body, yeah, like a body
Yeah.
shower,
A
like with
Yeah.
horse
water in
bath.
it.
A
Yeah.
horse bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whore
See,
bath.
like that would
I
drive
like
me
bird bath
insane.
better. Bird bath is a lot nicer, Phil.
A
Okay.
little spritz up top here, and
Yeah.
But it's
you're
like
good to go.
I couldn't do that. Like I don't
Well,
know.
also not
Yeah,
for nothing, like it's a lot of like it's a lot of walking. It's in the desert, like so you get like the dust, you're like hacking up a lung. It's hot during the day, freezing
Yeah.
at night. Uber's back to like say you didn't want to do the camping, but you bought like a hotel like that was like a little bit far away from like the actual festival. Ubers at night, they were charging $500 to drive
yeah.
like a mile.
The
To like
surge had to be
Oh
crazy.
my
Oh, for
gosh.
sure.
But it's
it
like,
was
think about it.
insane.
But to drive a mile, first you're gonna wait 30 to 40
Yeah.
minutes, maybe longer, for that Uber to
Right.
get there, and then another hour to get out of there. So that Uber, that's why that surge
He's
goes up.
losing money.
So, yeah. So for me, it's like,
Right.
y'all know me. Y'all know me. If I can't get at least an hour in that shower to get ready and it's not happening.
I
So I
don't
can tell you,
Yeah,
understand that.
no.
after day one, I'm going to be miserable. Maybe
Yeah.
contemplating, fuck this, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I feel like that too. Like I feel like if I was in it and experiencing it, and also like I'm not a fan of like huge crowds either, like being around that many people. So
But
like that would
she goes to all the most concert for all three of us combined. But yeah,
yeah,
continue.
but a festival is different than like a stadium
Yeah,
concert. I feel like
I
it's
think
more
so.
open
Yeah.
plan. There's millions of people there versus like
Listen,
thousands in a
I, so
3 hour show.
I was miserable last year. So my girl last year, she paid for one of my twins and my nephew to go to Rolling Loud in Los Angeles. Right? She it was
Mm.
Congrats, apparently.
yeah.
What's going on?
The
It's because he
beauty
has a MacBook.
the beauty
So do
of
I.
being on a Mac. You do all these gestures, and this is what happens.
How come I don't have any balloons? I have a Mac.
You have
So
a Mac from 2000, Kelsey.
So
Okay.
essentially, she sends them out there, and I go, right. We get an Airbnb right next to the venue. It's literally like I rented a car, I drove him. It was like a 5 minute drive. It was right by where the new Clippers arena is, Intuit Dome, right in Inglewood, right across from SoFi Stadium. Um, when I tell you that my son hits me up, he goes, "Oh, I lost my cousin. I can't find him." and I'm seeing them on the Find My iPhone, and they're right next to each other. But there's so many
Oh my
people,
gosh.
and
Yeah.
it's so crazy. And it was Playboy Cardi was the headliner. And when I tell you VIP was miserable, it was miserable. So those concerts, they get miserable, except that's not a desert, and it's like you go home after, you come back the next day. It's not staying on the grounds.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. But if I was there when I dropped them off and I seen the amount of people and just the food prices, the
That's
bathroom
another
line,
thing too. Yeah.
the lines to charge your phone, the amount of walking, the heat, just the crush of the crowd when a headliner will come up, everybody moves to the front.
Yeah.
It's like I'm good. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need that. I can watch it. I watch it. I was watching it on YouTube. Like I was there with Jackson came. I took brought Jackson to LA with me. Just we spent the day out in Hollywood while they were doing their thing. But I can't. Like and it's like I think the last festival I went to like that was like Ozfest in Jersey.
Best.
I saw Ozzy Osbourne. Listen, I saw Creed. Like I saw that was
Ozfest
the
is crazy.
highlight
Didn't
of
they
my life.
stop doing Ozfest in like 99?
No, they still they were doing it not too long ago. They did it.
Well, they
Ozzy was
definitely
still doing it.
stopped
Oh.
now for sure. I mean,
Well, they
Yeah.
stopped now, but they're trying to revive it again just to make
Peace.
it like in memory of him. But
No.
I just think that that whole desert shit like is
he
just
did.
the
Yeah.
heat,
Yeah.
The
and then
elements.
Oh
Yeah.
wait,
the
we
elements
have
too much.
in West Virginia they have it's
Fucking
not like a
banjo
festival,
band or
but
what?
listen, but they have a weekend. Well, they don't have it anymore. They used to, like for probably 30 years. They had this weekend festival. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It was called Jamboree in the Hills. And it
I
was
hate this
like
already.
it was
Did
like
you go?
no, I never went, but like my
She
parents
fucking
went, my
organized it.
sister went. Like it's a
Jamboree.
huge thing. It's a huge thing in the hills, Jamboree in the hills. And it was
Is
like a
that like
huge
is that like that backyard wrestling thing over there?
no,
Yeah.
but it was like
No, the one that
all
you coordinate,
country.
remember?
Listen, it's all country artists.
Yeah.
And it was a huge thing for many years.
Like
And they
were they
had
big
like
names? Big artists?
yeah,
Like who? Like or you just don't know?
like Dolly Parton,
Oh shit.
like who
That's a
else?
pretty big name.
Jason Aldean,
Okay, so yeah,
and
definitely some big
some
names.
like
Country?
rock, yeah, country.
Yeah.
Definitely okay, so yeah,
Um,
Jason Aldean's pretty big. Dolly Parton's fucking
yeah,
Dolly
but I
Parton.
remember, listen, my aunt and uncle went one time, and so it's like just a huge festival. People camp and they stay the whole weekend. Tickets were like $50 for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And
Well,
my I
A real
know
barn
my
burner.
I know my aunt and uncle went,
That'll break the
and
bank.
then my aunt and uncle came back with tattoos because I guess like in the grounds or whatever, there was this guy giving tattoos
They'll
for
have
like a
Hep C now.
few dollars. And my uncle got my aunt's name like right above his belly button in like
That's
old
crazy.
English.
That's insane. How hammered was he? Had to have been
Like,
hammered.
yeah. I guess there's like mosh pits. I don't know. It was crazy. It was a crazy
Mosh
time.
pits in a country song or a country
They
band?
had some rock
I'm
too.
sure they
It's
had
like
other, yeah.
country rock.
So
Gotcha.
you guys like I probably like is there any like who are your 3 artists that you probably go see at Coachella? Like if you were to cuz I by the sounds of it all 4 of us are, unless Kelsey's going to do like a brand thing, all 4 of us are just like hard no. Who do you guys think are like your top 3 artists like now? Like we can also do like top 3 artists of all time if we really wanted to, but who are like your 3 artists that you would love to go see and it would be at Coachella?
That if they were at Coachella, I would
Yeah.
pay to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I
You're
guess we
gonna
can
Is
start with
that who wants?
Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey, go ahead.
Well, had I known earlier that Bieber was going to be there, I would have maybe tried harder to get a brand to pay for me to go this year because he's up there. I think Tate McRae would be a great headliner. There's talk about her doing next year. She's like up and coming in the pop world, but she's a great performer. Demi Lovato, but I'm seeing her this week, so it's like I could just pay for it to see her. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there are very few people I would like endure that and pay and go. Like if a brand was paying me there, it's a different story. But Bieber is definitely up there. Who else? The Jonas Brothers. I've traveled all around to see the Jonas Brothers, so I would
Oh,
probably see the Jonas Brothers.
Kelsey, stop it.
We get
What?
it. You've been to
Too
Kelsey,
much
fucking.
Jonas.
Kelsey, did you see Joe Jonas did the Star
I
Spangled
did.
Banner yesterday at
Yes.
WrestleMania?
He did great. He did great. Love him.
And for just for those in the chat as well, you guys can chime in and put your 3 artists as
Yeah,
well
who
in
are
there.
your
just
3
to
artists
Yeah.
as
see where
well?
you guys are
Yeah.
at.
That you would endure the desert and the condition. Well, also like to get okay, here's another thing. Okay, why don't everyone go first and say who their artist would be? I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't think there's any artist that I would do
Russ?
all that great. No, I saw Russ front row in Columbus, Ohio.
Like even for like the experience of Coachella though, like you have no desire to experience that at all.
No, it sounds awful.
So you wouldn't, Lil Wayne in his prime, you wouldn't go to Coachella?
Yeah.
No.
If he was only playing at
listen,
Coachella and never playing again, say this is
listen,
their last show ever.
I saw Lil Wayne on the golf jam in Panama City Beach on the beach live. And when was that? In 2010, I think. That was prime Wayne. I don't know. I just feel like I couldn't fucking camp in a tent in the desert just to see an artist that won't even acknowledge me, and I just can go
Okay,
to a different concert at a different time.
Outside of that, outside of like the shitty part of it,
Camping.
performance-wise, strictly performance-wise, are there
Oh.
3 artists that you would love to see in like that kind of like environment where there's thousands and thousands of fans?
Probably The Weeknd.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fair.
So
I'm not a Weekend fan, but that's fair for you. I know you are.
I'm
Just the weekend?
What about the weekday?
I feel like The Weeknd's pretty good, but mine are all different. Like it would have to be like Morgan Wallen, The Weeknd, and probably Russ.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel
Tony.
like they all put on such a good show.
Tony?
So I go the other way with it. I'm big into metal and rock. So Iron Maiden, it's a band that I've seen live 11 times across the United States. I would definitely camp out for them. Metallica is another one that I would go and see. I think I've only seen them once ever, and they put on an amazing show. And probably Travis Scott.
It's a good one. Travis Scott does put on a fucking good show.
Just to experience a
That
Travis Scott show. And honorable mention, Kanye West.
Isn't he the one that had Astro World?
Astro World, yeah.
Astro
Where
World,
people like died.
Yeah,
But
that's
like,
not
people,
really
like, that
that's
was-
not on
that's
him.
not-
That's
that's
on
not-
Tony's like,
that's not on
I'd
him.
love to experience that.
There's,
But that's
yeah,
not
but
on
the
him.
crowds. But that, I mean, that it brings
It's-
a type of crowd that, like, in a type of environment, like, there's mosh pitting and there's like
That's the booking company. So that's on the people who book, the security that they provide, the grounds. That has nothing to do with Travis Scott. It was at his venue, but the people running the event, he really doesn't have control over that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
how they do
But I'm
crowd
saying-
control, where they put people, the amenities and all
100%.
that stuff. I just don't think I can't put that
But
on the
she's
artist.
saying that that's not that he's responsible for that, but
No,
that's
but
the
that would
type
bring
of
that type of
show.
crowd.
Oh yeah, I would want to
that
experience. I
it
would want
is.
all. I want to experience all that energy. All
With
that
that many
energy.
people.
Tony wants to risk
Yes.
his life.
All of it.
Oh my
I would.
God.
Yes,
Did you watch
I
that
wanna do all of it.
documentary?
I did
No,
on
I didn't.
Netflix.
Oh my God. Do not,
It
if you're
was
claustrophobic at all,
It was
don't.
called
It,
Trainwreck, I think. Trainwreck,
Yeah.
or Afterworld, or something
or
like that.
something like that. Yeah, it was like it was crazy. I was like, oh my God, this sounds like my worst fucking nightmare to be like in the middle of that crowd. Like, so that's another thing. Oh well, Phil, why don't you go? Do you have what's your 3?
So Kanye West for sure. I would love to experience Kanye West. Probably, I mean, I gotta go with, I know Tony's gonna fucking hate this. Drake. I've been to
Drake.
OVO Fest. OVO Fest it's a time. It's great.
Threw up in my mouth a little bit.
That's fine. One of the greatest artists of all time, statistically, but it's fine. No, and then there's I'm like a hip hop guy, right? So I've always liked hip hop. I feel like, you know what? I'll go like a duo. I would love to see Drake and Future as a joined um concert. I think that would be fucking unreal because they've made some really good tracks and they had a whole fucking album that was hype as fuck. Now in terms, so I'll go Drake and Future. I'll go Kanye, and I'll probably go Tory Lanez. You guys, I don't know if you guys know
I
Tory
knew you
Lanez.
were. I knew you were gonna say that. I was like waiting for you
You
to say
think
him
that we don't
first.
know who Tory Lanez is?
Also, you post him daily on social media, so I was surprised he
do.
wasn't the first one that came out of your mouth. But
Yeah, so
that's
him
fair.
for sure.
He's good. I like Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I'm super jealous of my son. One of my sons, he saw Travis Scott last year at MetLife.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
said it was one of the best experiences of his life. Which is crazy.
See, that's the thing. Like the atmosphere. Kaylani also is up there on mine. I forgot to mention her. I would love to see her in that setting, but she's not. I don't think she's big enough for that. But I love her music.
Is that folded? Is
Um,
that the folded chick?
yeah, yeah. But
J.
I've been a fan of
Cole.
her since like early
Actually,
college.
dude, I would love to see Thames live.
I cannot believe that you didn't say J. Did you say J. Cole?
Here's the thing. Love J. Cole. I love J. Cole's music. I love J. Cole, and I'm actually going to his concert. But I just feel like there's more artists that I would prefer to see because they would put on more of a performance in terms of like hype. Like if I'm going to a concert, I'm trying to get like hype. J. Cole's music is not really hype, especially his latest couple albums. They're not really hype. They're more like a lyrical, like they're not for everyone, and I get that. And I've just been a J. Cole fan for years. I'd been to his concert. They were good. They were a good concert, but his what was it? His Born Sinner one that I went to, and then his Cold World one. But they were more hype music than what he writes now, right? So, I don't know.
Question as well.
Yeah, like I've been to J. Cole's concert, so it's, and I've been to Drake's, but the level and the energies, they're different, right? It's just different types of artists. But is there, like, if you guys want, dead or alive, like, are there any artists that I know? I'll just pick one. We can just go run through it quickly. But I'd love to see Michael Jackson live. I think that would be fucking insane.
Yeah, he would probably be up there on mine.
Yeah, so I think in general, now that we kind of mentioned everything, right? Coachella it's not just about seeing an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more about catching a moment, right? So, for example, when Beyonce, right, she didn't perform, she kind of rewrote that whole festival, right? It was less of a performance and more of just like rewriting history of what Coachella is.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Scott, like he turns it into complete chaos in a good way. Like people just go crazy for Travis Scott.
What? Was it a good way at Astroworld? I don't know.
Well, that aside from Astroworld, I'm talking about like there's been so
I got what
many
you're
things
saying.
that he's done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a performance of Fiend that he did where like they were registering on
Yeah.
the Richter scale, like earthquakes
Oh yeah, I remember
in the
that.
area
Yeah.
of how hyped the people were getting. You know what I'm saying? Then you think about artists like Bad Bunny, right? That it turns into like this global phenomenon
Yeah.
Mhm.
where it's like
That's another good
I
pick.
don't know if you guys caught Bad Bunny in Australia, but the amount of people that went crazy in Australia on the other side of the world, crazy. So I think
Yeah.
it's more about creating that for a lot of people, it's that once in a lifetime experience. That's for us, right? And I think what's ruining it to an extent is this influencer Olympics, right? And I think that's the biggest for me point here is that keep it about the influence, keep it about the once in a lifetime moment, and just the noise of that. Yeah, watch it post show, right? Don't go over there to see, such and such is going to be there live stream, and I want to go and see what their live stream is going to be about. And then you see people at the fucking show looking at their phone at the same event
Yeah.
that they're at, and
I
you miss the moment.
I disagree to an extent. I disagree to an extent. I agree of living in the moment. I mean, there was a girl who was at the Bieber show, and first of all, I wanted to ask you guys, like, if you were gonna be there, like, would you be perfectly fine being like all the way in the back, or would you be one of those people that waited 12 hours to be barricade for the show on the main
I'd
stage?
wait 12 hours. Like if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be up front.
Really? See, I don't know if I
Yeah.
could do that. But yeah, I mean, that's another thing too, is like, would you still get the same experience of being like,
What
you
are
didn't
we
even want to go,
talking
Amanda.
about?
So what are you
That's what I'm
talking about?
saying. That makes no sense.
I'm just saying I don't want to go, but if I go, I'm
Then
She's
you're
gonna
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 be
go
front
make
all
row.
in.
sure I fucking am front
Yeah.
row.
But I think I agree with you, Tony, in that like some people, like a lot of the influencers that go, are like so wrapped up in their phone that they're missing the actual moment that you would be there for.
100%.
But at the same time, like, to me, like, I like social media, like I love posting on social media. I love like doing cool makeup and like finding cool, like I would love that part of it also. So like as like someone who's interested in the influencer side of things too, I think there's a line obviously where you would appreciate that side of things versus the actual moment. But it also, these brands are giving some people, like those two girls that Marshall sent, they never would have had that chance to like go to Coachella and like be there and experiencing that thing. So I think it also opens up opportunities for people like who normally wouldn't have the means to be able to do that to an
Fair.
extent.
I mean,
Yeah.
it does. But when people have nothing to do with the influencers or with the brands, and they're bought into the influencers and the brands at the event, I think it just I'm not paying $800 to go and see such and such that Marshall sent do their thing at Coachella. I'm going to see Travis Scott turn up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll go and see
Right,
what the
but
fuck
would
they
you
did
really
after the fact.
at the show, like would you really be able to tell the difference between those people? Is
I
my
wouldn't, but
question.
it's the hype, right? So it's like you have people that are rushing to the stage. No, I don't want to say rushing to the stage, but you people that are there to experience it,
You can tell, I
and then
feel like a little
you
bit.
you know you have 10,000 people that have their phones pointing and recording at such and such over here doing their live stream. Mind you, the artist is on the stage, and the attention's to
How
the left.
I feel like that's not really how it is. Like when the actual performers I think a lot of the social media Olympics that people are talking about is during the day when there's like it's not the main stage and not the main performance. I feel like it's during the day. They're going to all these booths with all these different brands and they're posting during that time
Yeah.
versus like the actual like performances. I think a lot of them are like living in that moment during the performance, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I just think I think it's so for me. I'm not even mad at Coachella. I think it's just it's become different.
Yeah, I think it's
Or
shifted for sure.
it's like evolved, right? It went from just something that it was pure music lovers, like you wouldn't know about Coachella until
Yeah.
somebody told you or showed you a video of
Yeah.
what happened in Coachella to now it about being content creators. It's just different. It's not a bad thing. It's just it's evolution. It's kind of the way things are evolving.
This is why I hate social
Yeah.
media, man. It's just another fucking reason
Well,
why
wait
I
a
hate
minute,
it.
because
Ruins
I
everything.
I don't know if how true this is, but I did read online that Coachella originally started as um sort of like a get back to
The
like
industry?
Ticketmaster, like all of these things that price gouge and do all this stuff. So like artists would perform and you pay one flat fee for an entire weekend festival where you're not paying outrageous ticket prices, you're not paying for like all this crazy stuff. But now I guess like essentially like it's turned into something so crazy and expensive now.
It's
Yep.
exactly what it was.
Yeah, it
It was
Yeah.
says
kind of
Pearl
fighting back
Jam.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah,
Yep.
they
Yeah.
I
said
don't know. I know Phil is a hater of social media, but I also think like social media brought so many people that were watching from their couches and living rooms, living in the same moment at 3 a.m. watching Justin Bieber, along with the millions of people there. I think it's kind of a beautiful thing, honestly.
I think live streaming is cool. I think there's certain aspects because live streaming is part of social media, right? But
Right.
I think the biggest thing, and I'm gonna sound like I'm like 75 years old, is like we're taking away from like the experience and like like dude, like there's concerts in Toronto, I don't need to fucking go. Yeah, like the whole like, oh, but it's different when you're there. But I see almost the whole concert because everybody's posting it all over their stories. It's like, bro, just enjoy the concert. You don't need to show that you're at the concert. Like it's just fucking weird to me. You could take your
It's like
video,
memories.
you could take brother, you can take your 1-2 videos, you can have your this is one thing I will never understand. You can have your memories in your phone. You don't need to show it to other people to be like, look at me, I'm at the
But then
fucking
you wouldn't have
concert.
experienced it. Then you wouldn't have quote unquote experienced it. So you would have no idea, right?
What do you mean?
So
I
it's like
feel
you're You're saying I don't need to go because I see it on social media, and then you're saying people shouldn't post it on social media. So then would you go?
So like
No,
I
that's not
post.
what I'm saying. But I'm also, but
Like,
Yes.
I'm not
Yes,
saying, but I'm not
Kelsey.
saying I need to experience it though. I still experience it, but these people are paying fucking $300-$400 while
Well, I
I'm
feel
doing it for
like
free. If it's not
that's
posted, I'm still cool because I don't care to go.
I
you
I
don't
feel
care
like
to
that's
experience, like,
No.
part of like the you know what I mean, like sharing your experience with your friends. You know what I mean, or like people that follow you or whatever. Like, I don't know. The
I
same
mean,
way when people go
it's
on vacation and post things about
yeah.
their
So
vacation.
I understand going to a concert, taking videos, being in the moment, but at the same time, you know, kind of recording those moments. I do it when I go to rock concerts, metal
Mm-hmm.
concerts, right? It's just because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wanna make sure that I have this for me. And at the same time, I'll post it just so people can be like, oh shit, that looks dope. Like, you know, whatever. But at the same time, it's and I'm guilty. I've done it, and I go look back and I'm like, yo, this is such a waste of time. Why am I live streaming and missing the moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're truly more worried about what's going on in your chat and your live feed versus what's going on the stage. Even though you're seeing it through the lens of your camera on your phone, you're missing the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what's happening here is that our, you know, it's that moment that gets missed. I just that's the part that I'm falling back from when for the next concert that I go to, I'm gonna make sure that I keep my phone. I mean, I'm gonna take my videos, but that live streaming shit is dead.
yeah, I don't typically live stream. I think I've done that once, but I agree, like,
Um,
you do miss the moment, like, when you do
yeah,
that.
I agree.
What I try and do is I'll record, like, if it's a song that I'm obsessed with and love, I'll, like, record a chorus, and then I put the phone away, and then I'm
That's
like, "All right, I'm in it."
yeah.
And that's fine. Like I get that, but like the people that are like posting where like on the story where you can barely even see like the line of
They
the fuck.
post yeah.
They post
Honestly,
the
I've
entire
drunkenly done that by
fucking.
accident.
They post the entire concert. It's like, brother, what? It's
I've
crazy.
and then everyone's just tapping through. I definitely have posted,
Yeah.
like, an excessive amount before, and I've woken up the next morning, like, deleting everything because 'cause I'm like, "Okay, this is excessive." But, like, 1 or 2, I'm like, "Who cares?" You know what I mean? But I honestly think, like, the whole, like, live streaming of Coachella was, like, a really cool thing. I actually really enjoyed that, like, people who couldn't afford to go to Coachella were all living in that moment together, like, on their couch or in bed, or, like, people who have been a fan of Justin Bieber forever, like, along with those, like, I just love when people come around for music. That's, like, my favorite thing. It's, like, literally my favorite thing. So,
Yeah, I
I
mean, again, I'm all for streaming when it gives people who can't afford to go to these places a glimpse into what it's like in real time. I'm all for that. I get that. I'm 100% because it's out there, right? There's people who just cannot afford to make the trip across the country to spend
Yeah.
3 days in a
right.
desert. I get it. But when it turns into oh, look at me, I'm here and you're not, a lot of the things that happen
Mhm.
at this event get overshadowed, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, do we all know why Carol G being there was such a big deal?
I don't really know much about Carol G to be honest.
I have heard some of her songs, but isn't
But
she's, like, the first woman Spanish
Latina,
speaking head
first
yeah,
first Latina ever to headline Coachella.
the
That was
headline, yeah.
all overshadowed,
It was big, yeah, and
and
it
that was
was, because a lot of people, like, a lot of influencers left on day 3. I think they shoulda had her as, like, day 1, honestly.
that's what I'm saying. Like they all bounced on the third day, not even seeing that she was making history for a lot of now.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, right? It's just how much of it was well, all the influencers left or whatever, or is it just were people just done? Like, like were people leaving because of certain artists or were people leaving because they were just done with the weekend?
right, right, and it's hard to say. But since that was such a monumental thing, I feel like Coachella probably should have put her as, like, day 1, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, she was like the
I
first Latina, first reggaeton artist headlining Coachella. It was like she was just doing it on two folds.
yeah, I did hear that. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know, I just ever Bieber was, like, the name of Coachella, like, people were calling it Bieberchella this year. I mean, I think even,
Mm.
like, day 1, Sabrina Carpenter, who's a big name, also, like, kinda fell under the Bieber spell, like, everyone was there for, like, Bieber on day
I'm not a
2.
fan of her music at all.
Me either. I don't really
I like
like
it.
her. Well, Kelsey, I think some like you have like a pop
Poppy.
vibe kind of
Yeah.
sometimes, like
Yeah,
your
you're-
music
Yeah,
vibe.
basic. Yeah.
Phil, fuck off.
So now,
My music is all over the place. If you like hit shuffle on my phone, you'd be like, "What the
That's
fuck is
true,
going
but
on?"
I think you have pop in
But I do
with your
You're
enjoy
more.
genre.
pop.
You're
Yes.
more
Yeah,
A
mainstream
lot
but
of people
poppy.
don't. A lot of people don't like mainstream pop because it's mainstream
Yeah.
pop. But like, I also have like not so mainstream artists
Yeah.
as well. But I appreciate all music. But
so now with all with all the hype and everything, do you guys think that, and this is a question for everybody, do you guys think that Coachella is overrated now?
Yes, I do.
Why is that?
I think it's overrated because people are paying thousands of dollars to just go in a tent and see
but what
these
if someone?
artists. When you can, like, why not pay? You could pay that exact money and go see them in concert at a regular
Okay,
venue.
fair.
You know what I
But
mean?
what if a brand paid for you to go for free? Would you go?
Yeah.
So then you don't think it's that overrated.
It's overrated that I would never spend my money to
Okay.
go. But if anyone wants to send me and Kelsey next year, we're down.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
now you ruined our chances
Tony, we'll
because
just go
you've
fuck
been hating on
ourselves.
Coachella the entire time on
Exactly.
this podcast.
Change if any brands out there want to change my mind on Coachella, send me to Coachella next year.
I think that it's generationally overrated. It depends on the generation you're in, right? If you grew up in that Pearl Jam generation of Coachella and just that type of vibe, then yes, right? Not baby boomer generation. But like,
Didn't say anything.
for a lot of millennials, I think it's starting to become overrated. But for, the newer generation, I think this is the thing for them, right? It's because that's the same
Gen
thing with social
Z,
media.
yeah.
It's social media. This is what it is for them, and this
I'd
is
still rather watch like the boomer era music wise than a lot of the music nowadays anyways.
all right. All right, boomer era music is like 60s and 70s, bro.
Okay, well, I'll listen to a lot of like the 80s, the 90s, like a lot of
Millennial.
I'd
Millennial.
much rather listen to a lot of the like for me, I would much rather listen to a lot of heavy metal, rock. I feel like concerts would be a lot better than a fucking Sabrina Carpenter.
Yep.
First
Oh,
of
I
all,
gotta, I
just
gotta, I gotta
relax.
put somebody on my top three and remove. And I'm gonna take Kanye and Travis. That'll be different. I got Tool. I have to see Tool in concert because they put on an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a millennial generational, right? I don't think if Tool was headlining right now, people be running on social media to say, "Oh shit, Tool." And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's generationally overrated because this generation right now is all about, it's different. It's like a post I put the other day. I grew up in a generation where it was rappers rapping about selling drugs, and it's now rappers rapping about doing drugs. It's two different generations.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you not know, Amanda?
I'd still go. I'd fucking do it for the plot. Are you kidding? For
It-
free? I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd pay,
it
but
depends on who's there. Like I'd much rather go to someone that's
Yeah.
going to be entertaining for my perspective. Like a lot of these artists
But
that
I
I
do
see
think Coachella
nowadays, I
though.
will not go to.
Well, I think Coachella has that like that's the vibe of Coachella though, right? I feel like it's kind of like poppy, um like I don't know, like Lady Gaga or Sabrina Carpenter, like it's that vibe. You know what I mean? I'm more of like a summer jam fest vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys ever heard of like
So
summer
you're
jam.
yeah,
It's
you're
old
yeah.
school, but like
no, they still do it every year. It's
oh,
big
do
still.
they? Oh, I thought they
Summer
Every
Jam?
year,
did
yeah.
do it
They,
anymore.
they
Oh.
do it at MetLife every year. It's a
Oh,
big
but like that's like
ghetto
my
ass
vibe.
concert.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It
Yeah, I
stays
feel like
still.
it.
First of all,
Yeah,
Tony, ghetto ass concert.
It is
but
a
that's
Hot
why there's.
97. They do it every year. It's ghetto as hell.
Hot 97
But like, there's.
sponsors it.
97, yeah.
Hot
It's gonna
97.
be
But
ratchet.
It's
that's my
ratchet as
vibe.
hell.
I feel like that's, you know what I mean? I'm not a Coachella girly. I'm a Summer Jam girly.
That's fair. I think I'm a
Yeah.
Coachella girly. Although
Yeah.
I think Stagecoach is like this weekend or next weekend, and it's like country. I'm pretty sure. So that's like a whole country festival.
Yeah, I'm
Like they
pretty
have
sure
different
there's a
like
10.
genres,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
festivals. So I feel like maybe I don't know. But Coachella is just the big one where I think it's like influencers have kind of taken over, like that brand. The brand trips have taken over a little bit. So that's the one that you see most about.
Yeah.
But
And it could be the generational thing, like a lot of younger, because I feel like a lot of influencers are a little younger, like early
yeah,
20s, teens, you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like that
right,
kind. And then you think about it because they have like probably 16-year-old follower, you know what I mean? Like younger. Those kids are growing up to be the next batch of like, I want to
right.
be the influencer. I want to do this. So it's kind of like targeting all the, the younger
Exactly.
crowd, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm still on I just need the one concert. Give me one concert, two, maybe three artists, and we're good to go. I don't need to see 10 million. So it's like my son wants me to go see he is big into Limp Bizkit now. Like he's a big Limp Bizkit fan.
Oh, really?
And he is trying to go to all these festivals where Limp Bizkit is at, but it's like 2 days. There's like 40 artists,
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
like
much.
5 stages, and I'm like, listen, I am going to leave in the first 2 hours. Just let me know when Limp Bizkit is coming on, and I'll come back, or I'll come in at that time. I'm not gonna sit there for everybody. They try to mix in a couple of people like Three Doors Down, and again, from my generation, like you know what I'm saying, like
Couple
I'll go
bangers.
and you know what I'm saying,
Don't
Creed.
you,
You
well,
know what I'm
don't
saying,
you
but like
love, weren't you front row at a Nickelback concert?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so Tony. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
on brand. Um, where are we at on time? Do we have one more like rapid fire like last question time?
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
For?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So not so much Coachella, but say you were at like a 3-day music festival and you were there for like all 3 artists you liked, but the last day they switched it out last minute. What is an artist that if they switched to that artist the last day, what is an artist that you would leave early for? Like that you absolutely would not stand to stay and watch. Even though you've already paid for it, you're not getting any money back.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Crazy. You actually don't like her that much?
I could not sit through a concert of hers. Like
Oh, I got one.
I couldn't.
Mine's gonna be a hot take.
Morgan Wallen.
Wow, that's
I would
crazy.
walk right the F
You
out.
are insane. Tony, don't even get me started because
but-
he has some bangers.
He has
Get the
bangers,
fuck
but I
outta
don't.
here.
For me, I like his concert. For me, would not be fun.
Have you ever been to one?
I'm not
No,
gonna sit
but
there
I
and
just he has good
They're
music that
great.
I can listen to and like work while I'm listening, type thing. Like,
Okay.
No, they're fun though. Like he's like a vibe. I feel like it's a good time.
yeah.
Okay, so Morgan Wallen's Tony's. Phil.
That's crazy.
Morgan
Uh,
Wallen and Nicki Minaj. She was a surprise guest as well.
I don't see that collab happening in the future, but you never know.
You never know.
I don't know, bro. Maybe like, nah, I'm not gonna say it, dude.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me canceled if you're.
No, what I was about to say would be
Wait, Phil,
insane.
say yours. Say
No,
it.
she's not. It's not a music artist. But if like they swapped her out, like I wouldn't watch it.
What does that even
What?
fucking mean?
If like, let's say like they made a last minute decision and it was like Erica Kirk or something, like I'm probably not gonna go.
Why?
She's not a performer. Why would they switch?
Well, I
I
mean,
would
she's
actually-
kind of a performer.
Actually, I would
But-
actually,
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
it's
Amanda.
true. That
I
is
would
true.
actually stay for that.
You would stay for
But-
that?
No, Phil, name a freaking artist. Who are you choosing?
Like I guess it has to be along the lines of hip hop because like they're not gonna swap out like hip hop for like fucking Sabrina Carpenter, right?
No, just any. It does. There's no rules here. Why do you always have
Taylor.
to make
Then
rules?
then
with
Taylor
these?
Swift. Then Taylor
Mine.
Swift.
That was mine. That was literally mine.
If
Oh,
they
yeah.
swap
I
out
would definitely leave for her. I'm out.
if they swap out
Immediately leave.
any artist for
Immediately.
Taylor Swift, I will literally probably
Okay,
if I have to suffer there, I'm probably offing myself.
I would rather
on
watch.
stream.
I would rather watch Taylor Swift than Sabrina Carpenter.
That's a
Taylor-
really fucking hot take.
Taylor has some little hit songs. I got a
Oh my
blank
God.
space, baby, and I'll write your name. Don't you?
I
know
will.
that
I'll
song?
agree that
I'm
she
like,
does
that's a
have
good
some.
song.
She has that.
Who the fuck is
that was
that?
crazy. That was a
Natasha
crazy
Bedingfield
rendition
or
of
some
that
shit?
song.
When you think Tim
No.
McGraw, that
See,
song
her
is
old
like so
shit
good.
I like, but she doesn't perform her
Who,
old
brother?
shit anymore. Taylor Swift.
Taylor
Oh.
Swift.
Yeah, she's ass.
I would still leave though. I would still
I would
leave
stay.
immediately.
I cannot fathom
God.
how.
Not Amanda being a Swiftie. Hello.
I cannot fathom how that is a good performance. Like, her music to me is fucking makes no sense to me. Makes no sense.
To
Like,
be
how could that
fair,
be a good concert? Like,
Nah,
a
I'm
bunch
good.
of
I'm good enough with Taylor
fucking
Swift.
mid-ass vocals with mid-ass fucking music. How?
I'm just saying I would stay. I wouldn't leave. Like
Sabrina
I would,
Carpenter
I,
has catchy music.
Yeah.
I don't
and she
like
can
her
sing.
vibe.
And she actually has, like, she's actually talented.
She has
She's-
vocals.
I don't like her vibe.
Why?
I just don't like it.
Fair.
I like.
what is it
Taylor
about it that
Swift
you don't like?
more. It's too just teeny boppy. I don't know.
But, like, that's
I
what
don't like
Taylor
it.
Swift was for fucking years. She
Yeah,
was
but
like
it's
the
been
whole.
that for
She was
30
like
years.
she was like the
I
whole.
actually 30
Let's
years.
make
I feel
breakup
like I
songs.
like-
Let's shit on
Hold on.
like men
I mean,
music.
I like more of Taylor Swift songs. Like I know quite a bit of them actually.
Okay, Amanda
Yeah,
just
Yeah, but Taylor Swift has
exposing
also
that
been
she's a
around for
Swiftie.
way longer than Sabrina
That's what I mean.
Carpenter.
Like I feel like I would be like, oh yeah, I saw Taylor Swift at Coachella. You know what I mean? Like
she would
I
never be at
wouldn't,
Coachella.
and I would. I'm just saying at whatever
Yeah.
festival,
Yeah.
rather than like staying for Sabrina Carpenter. I'd be like, no, I'm getting out of here early. I'm beating the traffic. I don't care to stay. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that.
Well, I
type of thing.
mean,
So
I mean,
crazy.
it shouldn't be that bad, Phil, because like Drake is the Taylor Swift of rap, so it's like the same shit.
That's insane to say.
That's a wild take.
That is wildly insane.
That's actually so not true.
I mean, yeah,
I
it's kinda-
agree.
Explain how that is.
I mean, I
true.
guess I could see. I guess I could see like where you're coming from a little bit, but like, I feel like Drake is actually talented.
Drake.
Oh,
has,
that was crazy.
he's
Taylor Swift is
multi-talented.
talented and like Taylor Swift is talented
listen,
in that
Taylor
she
Swift
has her
is
whole
talented.
fans and
Like,
she's got
she is-
like she's got her brand.
She's the biggest
right?
artist.
Like-
She's the biggest artist. Period.
yes.
Biggest artist. I prefer to not listen to her music because that's just not my thing. I don't see what the hype is about. That's just me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
But I don't understand what Tony is trying to say when Drake
He's like, let's
He
get
can
back to
rap.
what Tony was talking about.
he can rap.
he has ghostwriters. Enough said.
That hasn't been proven for one. For two, this is all alleged stuff. And we can also all say that majority of rappers are in a booth and a lot of people are writing with him. So we can disassemble that whole thing. But
I will say, do you guys remember a few years back when Drake was freestyling and he was reading from his fucking
no
phone,
artist,
and then he
I
forgot
hate
what he
this,
was saying?
because no artist has freestyled since like the early 2000s. Every fucking freestyle you see nowadays is not a freestyle.
Just saying.
It's not a freestyle.
First of all, if you got a freestyle off your phone, it's not a freestyle. It's pre-written.
I know
But-
exactly. That's
but
what
that's what
they're
I'm
all
trying to
saying.
tell you
and
guys.
then he got
Most
the
of the
lyrics
freestyles-
wrong
but
because
most
he
of the
kept
freest-
doing the same freestyle.
Yes, but most of the freestyles that you guys see are not freestyles. They're just writtens that they've memorized.
Right. So when Drake kept doing this same freestyle,
Yeah, he couldn't read. He couldn't see
Like,
barely.
listen, but
Like,
he
that's
kept
fine.
doing the.
Really?
There's videos of clips like
Yes, I
they're like,
remember those
do a
videos.
freestyle, and it's like here, then he's here, then it's the same freestyle, and then he keeps like messing it up, and he's like, no, run it back, and it's like what he meant to say.
Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is he is.
Drake's trash. That's fine.
But what is he trash about? Like, what makes him trash? If his
It would be
music-
a shorter list to say what is Drake good at? What is he not
There's-
trash at?
there's not very many artists that can beat Drake in a help me, Tony. What's that fucking
A fist fight?
no dummy? What's
Like
the
a freestyle battle?
No, what's the thing where they
Freestyle
they do
battle?
the 20 songs. They started doing it during COVID.
The verses.
Yeah, there's not very many artists that can beat Drake in a versus. And Tony, if you can literally look me in the eye and tell me that, you're insane for that. There might be
What is
there might be 5 hip hop artists that that can beat him. There's not
What
very
is
many other ones.
what is it?
Versus, it's you get 20 or 20. It depends on what it is. You get your 10 best songs and the other artist's 10 best songs, and they put them on and like do like a versus.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar will not beat him.
Well, I mean, we could bring that up in another podcast because we're gonna be here for days, you and I.
That
you
is
know that
insane
already.
You'll never stop.
to say Drake, the biggest hip hop artist right now, is going to lose to Kendrick Lamar. Listen, I like Kendrick Lamar's music. Kendrick Lamar's lyricist.
I don't really like Kendrick that much.
You don't
to be
understand the
honest.
lyrics, and that's fine. But
Degrassi is crazy in the chat.
Degrassi. That's when I first started becoming a Drake
fucking
fan.
do understand his lyrics. I just don't like the vibe.
yeah, his music, like I'm talking like hype music. Like if you look at the verses, a lot of like, man, go on like tonight if you have some time. Go look at like the Dipset. Who was it? Tony Dipset and
The Locks.
the Locks. Look at that. It's like those. That was one of the best verses. Like they did.
It was
a lot
dope.
of
They just did the last one. Just it was Cash Money versus No Limit.
Yeah, like it's. I think you would actually like that shit, Amanda. Because it's
Yeah.
like they go song for song and they go back and forth, and then people like say like, okay, they won that round and like this and that. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, no, Kendrick Lamar will come on, Tony. Like that's insane. Like you can argue Jay-Z, you can argue Kanye West. There's a lot of other artists you can argue.
I feel like
But
Kanye
Kendrick, come on.
would be up there.
Kendrick does not have music like that where it's like people are hype, people are like going crazy to listen
Okay,
to it.
what about Eminem?
Eminem is another guy that is would probably go against Drake. Yeah, of course.
Would probably win.
But again, this is the thing. It depends on how they line up every song. Like that's why it's cool because like for me, I prefer Dipset, right? But I think the Locks won that versus because of how they lined up all their songs.
So it's basically whoever is making the lineup then.
Yes and no, but it's also their catalog, right? It's their catalog. Like
Yeah,
Drake,
but who's choosing the 20 songs to put on the verses?
They are.
Exactly.
They are.
So you can manipulate it however you want.
no, but there could be like a really good song, right? And we're way off time, but whatever, we'll wrap it up. But like there could be like a
Yeah, it
really
is
good,
turning people.
like you can like Amanda, you can say like let's say Lil Wayne plays like a fireman, right? And he wasted that amazing track against like Drake's first song. You know what I'm saying? So like Lil Wayne won that.
Yeah, so who I
But there's not very
understand,
many
Phil.
Yeah. So what I'm saying,
I'm
Yeah,
just
but at
saying
the end of the
whoever
day,
whoever
it's
makes
gonna-
the verses 1-1,
yeah,
you can manipulate it to pick the winner.
yeah, but
Well, no.
whoever, that's the
No,
point.
no,
Like if
no,
you
no.
want to
They
have
don't
the
know.
most,
They don't
You
know
wanna
what
have the
they
songs
don't
most-
know
are gonna
what songs
play.
are playing.
They
Like,
don't know what
like-
songs are playing. So essentially, if
Wait, what?
if I'm going up against Phil, right?
I don't know
He
what
already
songs
has
he's playing.
he has his songs picked. I have my songs picked. We have our
Oh,
own. We have
so
our
you
own.
don't-
Yeah.
We have our own.
So,
We have our own DJs,
Yeah.
right?
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
Phil's performing. He does a banger, and I'm like, all right, bet. I come out with a banger, and it depends on how hyped the crowd gets, right?
Yeah.
How hyped the chat gets. If you want to talk about social media influence, this live stream, when the chat goes crazy on a versus, when a banger comes on versus the other one. So I think it was the Locks. I forgot what they played. It was New York. When they played New York against
Everyone
Dipset,
went
it
crazy.
shut all of Dipset down. The whole thing shut down.
Yeah.
It was over. When he came out, he was like the real New York. That's it. Everybody shut it down because Dipset is all Harlem.
I'm gonna
But
send it
when
to
they
Amanda.
played New York, yeah, send it to Amanda.
I
It
think
shut
Amanda, I think
down.
you're gonna. I'll put it in the
Like
chat. I know Kelsey, you're
Cam,
not gonna watch
Jimmy,
it, but
Jimmy, all of them
the
got
fuck
shut
off.
down.
I just feel like that's. I'll send you
Oh, just fuck off.
when
Well, I'll just
Sabrina
go fuck myself.
Carpenter and Demi Lovato do a versus. I'll send you that one.
It's like
Okay,
so like the No Limit versus Cash Money, right? You would think that Cash Money got it with Juvenile, with Hot Boys and all that, even though Lil Wayne didn't come out. But No Limit won that because they just started playing all their bangers, Hootie Hoo, all that. Like they just came out and it was just like the chat was going crazy.
Yeah.
So I honestly feel if Drake comes out in a versus, right, versus a Kendrick, or Drake comes out versus, let's say, a Jay-Z, I don't think with Jay-Z, Jay-Z is gonna shut it down. But I think
Yes.
Drake versus Kendrick, I think Kendrick has a lot more songs that have mainstream been bangers.
Like what? That
All
will
right,
hype.
guys, we're gonna
that will
wrap
hype-
this
That's
up.
for another
I'm falling
podcast.
asleep.
We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
The All Guy podcast. We can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening in. This was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to all our social medias at Truly Chaotic Podcast. We are on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Spotify, Instagram, all the social medias at Truly Chaotic Podcast. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like our latest videos and podcast episodes. Thank you, and have y'all selves a great
Bye,
night.
guys.
Bye, everybody.